Lieutenant Colonel Michael W. Hicks assumed command of the Warrior Transition Battalion during a change of command ceremony held at Marne Garden. Colonel Hicks accepted command from Lieutenant Colonel Michael S. Boyle, who had served as the WTB commander for 2 years. The ceremony began with an awards presentation where outgoing commander Lieutenant Colonel Boyle and his family were recognized for their individual accomplishments during his command of the WTB. Fort Stewart MEDAC Commander Colonel J.K. Weaver presided over the ceremony and touched on the importance of it.
This is truly a great day. It's a great day for the families who have spent time in the last 2 years being a part of the Warrior Transition Battalion, meaning the Boyles. And it's a great day for the incoming family, the Hicks. And we appreciate you both being here, and we hope that we honor you with this ceremony.
Colonel Weaver acknowledged the individual accomplishments that Lieutenant Colonel Boyle achieved during his 2 years as commander of the Warrior Transition Battalion.
He's been in command for 27 months, 802 days. In that time, he has led and cared and been responsible for a battalion of over 140 leaders, 1,000 soldiers in transition, and officiated over 10 company changes of command or change of responsibility. He has slept much less than in previous assignments, done more work after hours than during the duty day, and has had to answer to 5 different senior mission commanders. No commander willingly gives up their colors, and I noticed as we passed the staff around that Scott gripped it a little harder than he needed to.
Outgoing Commander Lieutenant Colonel Boyle reflected on his time as commander of the WTB and how bittersweet it was to pass the colors to Lieutenant Colonel Hicks.
Soldiers and leaders, we work for an awful long time to be chosen to be a battalion commander. Years, approaching 20 years, most of us. And then when you assume the responsibility, it's typically a 2-year gig. And everybody says it's going to go by fast, but when it does, you're always surprised no matter how many people tell you it's going to go by fast. So it's a very difficult job, but it's worth doing. And like all things that are worth doing, you miss it a little bit, but at the same time, you know there's bigger things on the horizon.
Lieutenant Colonel Boyle and his family will be leaving Fort Stewart and moving to Washington, D.C., where he will serve in some capacity to the office of the Secretary of Defense.
It's time to close the chapter of the book in this action novel and start a new one with Lieutenant Colonel Mike Hicks.
Lieutenant Colonel Mike Hicks is a native of Shreveport, Louisiana, and comes to Fort Stewart from Forces Command at Fort Bragg. Hicks touched on the importance of his new position and how he's ready to lead the Warrior Transition Battalion into the near future.
There's a very important mission here at the Warrior Transition Battalion, primarily preparing them to go back either to their unit or to continue as a veteran. I can't think of anything more important. So I look forward to this opportunity and the challenges, and glad to be here at Fort Stewart.
Lieutenant Colonel Boyle passed the colors to Colonel Weaver, signifying a successful completion of his command. Colonel Weaver passed the colors to Colonel Hicks, charging him with the responsibility of the Warrior Transition Battalion. In his first official act as commander, Lieutenant Colonel Hicks passes the colors to Command Sergeant Major Smiley, completing the change of command. Reporting for the Wynn Army Community Hospital Public Affairs, I'm Zach Renstrom.